They don't come from the 12 tribes of Israel. The Rothschild's people put us into slavery because we broke God's laws and commandments. Okay, the opposite I mentioned before. What do we got to do to reverse the situation? What are you doing right now?
Goddamn. I need to stop. I need to stop doing my tattoos. Let's go back and forth. Stop doing all this stuff I'm doing.
Okay. You smoke weed?
Yeah.
You smoke weed? Okay, give me 1 Corinthians 3. No. Yep, give me 1 Corinthians 3.
Go back and forth.
Hermano. All right, we're going to see what the Bible says about smoking weed. Read that.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 3 and verse 3. 16. Know ye not that your temple of God.
So God's saying you're the temple of God. Why? Because you're the children of Israel. You come from the tribe of Judah. Read.
And that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you.
So guess what? If you in the midst of smoke, if you smoking weed, you ain't got the Spirit of God on you. You got the spirit of the devil on you.
Yes.
You got the spirit of Antichrist on you. You ain't got the Spirit of God on you when you're smoking weed, smoking crack, doing all these other drugs. You're defiling your temple. So God said that. Read it again.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 3 and verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you? If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy.
So if you defile your temple, meaning smoking and weed, right? Because guess what? What does smoking do to you? It messes up your lungs. You can get throat cancer. You can get lung cancer, right? Your lips turn black, right? God said if you destroy your temple, God's going to kill you. That's what's going to happen. But guess what? What did God make you to be on this earth? Give me Revelation 1 and 6. I'm going to show you why smoking weed is not going to help our people out. Give me Revelation 1 and 6.
We are his temple.
Okay, yes, you're right. We are his temple. All right, read that. Revelation 1 and 6. This is why smoking weed is not beneficial for our people. Read.
The book of Revelations, chapter 1 and verse 6. And hath made us kings and priests.
And made Patrick what?
And made us kings and priests.
So God said you're supposed to be a king and a priest. What king you know was walking around smoking weed all day long? None. Guess what? Because they had a big responsibility. They had to command the people. They got to raise the people up. They had to teach the people. They had to make sure they aight. But if you in the midst of weed smoke, can you do that? You can't do that. You got to be a righteous example to our brothers. The younger brothers that look up to you, because you got people look up to you. You got younger brothers? They look up to you. They look up to Big Brother Pat. But if Big Brother Pat's smoking weed, guess what your brother's going to do? They're going to smoke weed. Are they going to raise up their people? Are they going to teach them that they're the Israelites according to the Bible? Nah. That's up to you, though. You got to put the weed smoke down. You got to learn how to keep the commandments of God and teach your brothers. You got your pocketbook? Give me wisdom. Give me Judith 8:24. You got to be a righteous example to your younger brothers. Right? You got to show them how to keep the commandments. All right, I'm going to show you that. Give me that.
The book of Judith, chapter 8 and verse 24. Now therefore, O brethren, let us show an example.
Let us do what?
Let us show an example.
Because whether you believe it or not, you're either going to be a good example or you're going to be a bad example. But it's your choice. Right now, you're a bad example to your brothers, to your people who are watching you. They see Pat smoking weed, I'm going to smoke weed. They see Pat with tattoos, I'm going to have tattoos. Can you grow a beard? Do you shave it off, that hair?
No, I don't grow it now.
I know, but the little that you got, right? I don't got a full beard. But the little that you got, do you shave that off?
No.
No, you don't? Okay. Well, we ain't supposed to. But guess what? If you start applying God's laws and commandment, they're going to see you as a righteous example. Read it from the top again.
Now therefore, O brethren, let us show an example to our brethren, because their hearts depend upon us.
The what?
Their hearts depend upon us.
The minds, the hope our people have, they depend on the Israelites. We got to wake up and keep the commandments because they depend on us to teach them who they are. So that's why you are standing right here today. God put you, you didn't know you were going to see us today. You seen us before? You didn't even know we existed, but God put you right in front of us to show you who you are, to show you the error that you're in, that you got to correct it and be a righteous example to your brethren. All right, give me another one. Give me Leviticus 11. Right? You eat shrimp, crab, lobster? You eat shrimp, crab, or lobster?
I eat crab.
You eat crab? Okay, do you eat pork?
No.
No, you don't eat pork? Okay. We're going to read, because the officer is bringing out the dietary law, but we're going to actually read it for you. Because it goes even to our dietary law, right? Because that's going into defiling your temple too. when you look at a crab, right? Is it the crab or the lobster? Right? It's a sea cockroach. Right? That's the stuff you put in our system. God told us what we can eat and what we cannot eat. Right? And we're gonna read it. Read.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 7. And the swine, though he divided the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you.
So the Bible is saying the swine, which is a pig, is unclean to us. So a lot of people like to eat bacon. Right? You go up in this Jenny's right here, they get the bacon, they get the bacon burger, they get the bacon, egg, and cheese, they get all that stuff. But God said the pig is unclean. Hey, what's your name, bro? What's your name, bro? All right, keep it.
Of their flesh shall ye not eat. Their carcass shall ye not touch. These are unclean to you.
So the pig is unclean to us. Read, keep reading.
These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters. Whatsoever.
Now we're going to talk about the stuff that's in the waters. Read.
Whatsoever have fins and scales in the water.
So do crab have fins and scales? They don't got fins, do they got scales? Nah, they ain't got no scales neither. Neither do shrimp. Neither do lobster. They ain't got that. Neither do shark. They don't have both skins and fins. Neither do oyster, clams. But guess what? Our people run into Red Lobster. Our people run into all these different types of restaurants, and they call them delicacies to trick and entice our people to eat these things. But God said we shouldn't eat those things. Because why? It's defiling our temple. Right? And when we eat those things, we're showing it's not healthy, but we show a bad example to our people. Our job is to be the kings and the rulers of the earth. So that means they got to look up to you, Patrick, and you're supposed to show them how to walk in this light. You're supposed to show them how to be righteous in this walk. That makes sense? All right, all praises. We got all of our information on where school's at the bottom, but I got something for you, bro. What's that on your hand? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna read something for you. Read that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30 and verse 19. I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set.
So right now, God is recording, right? The angels are recording this interaction we're having. You are standing in the midst of the prophets. You a prophet too, you just gotta change. So God is recording this interaction right now. Read.
I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death.
So right now, God is setting against you life and death. Life if you keep the commandments, and death if you continue to follow your sinful ways. Read.
Blessing and cursing.
Blessing and cursing. So guess what? In your hand right now, you got the option to choose life or death. We just went over that smoking weed is a sin according to God. So what are you going to do with those? You got a trash can right there, bro. You got a trash can right there. Go throw them backwards away. Throw them in the trash. You don't need them no more.
Bring it on!
All praise the Most High. Right here. Look at the flag right here. On the back right here. Right, our address is right here. It's on the same street, University. Right, we about 5 minutes away. A lot of us out here, give me times 3 and 3. Because we're not here just to put you on the spot, make you feel bad. All of us was in the midst of our sin. We was all smoking weed. We was all shaming our beard. We was all breaking the dietary law. We was doing all that foolishness. And guess what? When we heard the law, we repented. That's what you got to do, Patrick. That's what you got to do. What's your name again? Say it again. Richard and Patrick. That's what we do. We got to do. We got to repent. Read that.
The book of Titus, chapter 3 and verse 3. For we ourselves also were sometimes foolish.
See right there? We sometimes used to go to the 7-Eleven and get the backwoods and roll up the weed. We used to do that. Right? Read.
Disobedient.
Disobedient meaning we didn't apply God's laws and commandments. Read.
Deceived.
Deceived. We was all deceived because we thought Jesus was white.
Right.
And what comes with white Jesus is you can do whatever the hell you want to do.
Right.
You can destroy your temple. It don't good. It's all good in the name of Jesus. Now you find it out. We was deceived. Read.
Serving divers lusts and pleasures.
Serving diverse lusts and pleasures. Smoking weed, you trying to get that high. You chasing that high to escape reality. And reality, when you come off of that high, what's going to happen? You're going to see the same problems that you was trying to run away with. Instead of running away with, we got to face them like men. But we've never been taught that. You just wasting money, bro. You wasting money and time on that weed. On whatever the drink you drinking to get drunk, whatever the substance you using to get high, you wasting time and money, bro. You was deceived. Read.
Serving divers lusts and pleasures, living in malice and envy, hateful, and hating one another.
Because guess what? When you're doing that, you allow your other brothers to see your bad example, and you do the same thing, and you never correct them.
Right.
And that's hatred towards your brother. Right. Leviticus 19, 17, and 18. Right, bro? You're learning a lot right now.
Somebody told me that black magic is good, white magic is bad.
Magic period is bad.
Yeah.
We don't deal with black magic, red magic, blue magic, white magic. All magic. That's sorcery, that's witchcraft. We don't deal with that stuff. We don't deal with that stuff. The only thing we deal with is this Bible. The Bible condemns sorcery, all that horoscopes, what's your sign, and I'm a Pisces, I'm a Scorpio. Oh, God, that's garbage. God said keep my commandments. Leviticus 19.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart.
So your heart is your mind. We shouldn't hate our brother in our mind. Like, for an example, you got the Crips and the Bloods. They're both... Hey, Richard, put those down, man. Right? Put those down. Put them away. You don't need that stuff. Right? You got gangs and you got the Bloods and Crips, right? You got the Bloods and Crips. They're both black people. But guess what? They shoot me, kill each other, claiming I'm black. They don't belong to this. That's hatred in their mind.
They having a white folks just sit there and watch them kill each other.
Yeah, the white people just sit and watch it. They look at our place. They call it the jungle, or they call it the zoo. They go in there and just watch. They just sit back and look at the black people. Look how ignorant they are. Look how they're willing to kill each other. Then they go like this. Hey, Tommy, I'm gonna go right down and walk down their street, and they're not gonna touch me at all. If a white person walk down, a black and Hispanic go, look, hey, how you doing, Mr. White Man? They'll let him go. But as soon as that brother that look just like me and you walk by, they want to kill him. Hey, where you from? What sect you from? What color you got on? We want to immediately kill him. That's your brother, though. Read it again.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
So we got to rebuke our neighbor, meaning correct them when they miss the sin. If God said, hey, you shouldn't be smoking weed, hey, bro, put that weed down. Hey, bro, you shouldn't be getting drunk, right? You're showing a bad example. We got to rebuke them according to God's laws and commandments. That's what we were doing here all day with you today. Correcting your sins. Read.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
So this is rebuke. Telling Richard right here that is wicked as hell, picking up that backwoods that was in the trash, and smoking in Jabala's temple. That's wicked as hell. When we see our brothers and sisters do that, we got to correct them and rebuke them. Now it's up to them if they want to change. But guess what? If Christ come back, when Christ come back, and he's in the midst of sin, he's going to get put to death. That's what we're trying to save you from, Patrick. We know the destruction that's coming for our people. That's why we speak the way we speak. Finish it off.
Thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him. Thou shalt not avenge, nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people. But thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Because we're not going to be fake up here. We're not going to say, hey, you're not going to have problems with your brother and sister. But guess what? You're supposed to go to him and not have grudges. That's what all this gang stuff is about. They hold a grudge. Hey, he killed my brother, I'm going to get him next week. And then that brother's like, oh, he killed my cousin, I'm going to get him next week. Oh, he smashed my baby mama, I'm going to go smash his baby. That's what you see in our communities. But we got to rebuke each other, correct each other according to God's laws and commandments, and we can't hold grudges upon it. Hey, I might do you wrong, you got to come to me, hey, bro, what you did to me was foul. Hey, and I'm supposed to be, hey, you know what, that's my bad. And we cool after that, because that's how brothers are supposed to deal with each other. We ain't supposed to be killing each other. We helping the white man depopulate us. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to kill us off. That's why they got abortion clinics. That's why they're making them put medicine in our body to kill us off. That's why they put guns in our communities. That's why they put the bad food in our communities to kill us off. But we ain't supposed to be killing each other. We're supposed to go to the laws and commandments, teach each other how to deal with each other, so we can get uplifted, so we can be the kings and the kings and priests upon this earth again. That makes sense, Patrick? You got any other questions, Patrick?
I learned a whole bunch. It blew my mind. I learned a lot.
Zephaniah 2:1?
I learned a lot.
Hey, but this is what I'm going to tell you, Patrick. You did learn a lot. It's your first time you learned. You're an Israelite from what tribe? From the tribe of Judah, all praise to the Most High. But guess what? When you go home today, you're not going to remember most of the stuff we're going to tell you. Most of the stuff we just told you is going to fall out your head. So how are you going to be able to retain that information that we just told you? You're going to come here, all praise. Look what the Bible say, though.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation, not desire.
So guess what? We the nation of Israel, and God's telling us we got to gather together. Because we the nation that's not desired. Remember, I just spoke to you, and you just mentioned that the white man tried to kill us all. The white man laugh at us, the other nations laugh at us when we kill each other. When we're in the midst of sin, we have astonishment in the Bible. But guess what? God said, gather together. We all going to gather together and keep the commandments as Israelites and build each other up. Because how we let your state is by gathering together and keeping the laws with each other. So if you want to be on this side, keeping the commandments, you got to gather at that school. Give me Colossians 2:8. So these are crystals. What do they do for you?
I heard it's like energy and good luck and stuff.
Energy and good luck. So now, so what type of energy do you possess now that you wear that?
I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna lie. This ain't really brought this luck right here.
I know it. That was the point I was about to bring to you. Because our people will walk around with different crystals, crosses, and talk about it's helping me in my life. How can these different things that we wear around our neck say we have a good life if we living under these curses right here? If our foremothers and forefathers were being whipped and put into brought as slaves, working in the fields, and we're doing the same thing today? How can we say that crystals are going to give us good energy and give us good luck, and we at the bottom today? It don't make sense, right? Let's see what Paul had to say. Read that.
The book of Colossians, chapter 2 and verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
Because these crystals give you energy and good luck, that's a philosophy and vain deceit. They're deceiving you to go to their jewelry store to spend $300 on some, I ain't trying to disrespect you, but this ain't real gold, right? It ain't no real gold, but you're going to spend $200, $300 to make the white man pocket. He's going, you know what, Patrick? You're going to have energy and good luck. Have a good day. They stole all your money where it went to paying your bills, paying your rent, or going maybe doing something to better your life. But guess what? Our people, say it again, build your community up. We could take the money that we want to go and get good luck and energy from, but we could have took that money to build our community. How about start our own businesses? Right? So read that again.
Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the traditions of men.
So that's a tradition of man. To wear that around your neck and say that's giving you good energy and good luck. That's a lie. Because you just found out we cursed as a people, we at the bottom. Our people are killing each other. Our kids, our sons and daughters are getting aborted in abortion clinics. That's not good luck. We're cursed as a people. So don't let nobody tell you that's giving you good energy. You should rip that up off your neck.
Yeah, that's true. I ain't gonna take this out my neck.
You can do it right now, bro. You can keep the chain. You can get rid of that. All praises to the Most High. Give me Luke 15. You know what I'm saying, angels? I'll show you, because you got a humble spirit, bro. You got a humble spirit. The angels are seeing this right now. Get rid of them things. You ain't need them. You can keep the chain. You can keep the chain. But read what the angels are doing right now.
The book of Luke, chapter 15 and verse 10.
Or is it 10 verse 15?
No, 15 verse 10. It's chapter
15 verse 10.
You're in John.
Other word you learn anything about pagan.
Right, you got a humble spirit right there, Patrick. Hey, the Most High can deal with brothers like you. We need brothers like you who can hear the law and apply it to their life. Because a lot of people, they hear it and just continue walking. Right, read that.
The book of Luke, chapter 15 and verse 10. Likewise I say unto you, there is joy in the presence of the angels of God over one sinner that repented.
So guess what? You were in the midst of sin when you had them backwoods. You were in the midst of sin when you had the idolatry upon your neck. But guess what? You threw both of them away. Now the angels is praising in the midst of God. They happy when a sinner repents when they sin.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.